You said about like not quoting someone, like your pricing or whatever, before you hop on the phone.
Oh, I never do that anymore.
Well, oh, you don't quote them?
No, I always quote. I always give them pricing up. I used to not. It was useless. It was like rule number 1 for me: no pricing up front. And then it was actually I did that up until literally
bro, those people
like November.
Fuck off, bro. Bro, I was literally in January. I was doing like a lot of like back end stuff, updating my website, tweaking my pricing, and just figuring out like what other people are doing. I was shopping these other companies like fucking all over the country, even here in Jersey.
You shop me?
Did you shop me,
bro? So
you didn't shop me. I shopped you. You told me to shop you, and I did. We talked.
I probably did. So,
I'm gonna shop you after this. I want to see what you got.
Shop Bar.
I want to see what he's got
after the last podcast.
Bro, some people they would not give me a fucking price, bro. Some people, or they would say some crazy shit like, yeah, our price ranges from 1,000 to 10,000. I'm like, bro, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's
just
too
tell
big
me,
of a range.
Like, I'm telling you what I want. Hey, I'm getting married on site at this venue, and I need ceremony, cocktail hour, and up lights. Can you quote me on that? Bro, people were so persistent on not giving me the price. Yeah. I'm like, bro, this is crazy.
I would give you the price if you asked.
Why is it so, like, with me,
secretive?
Like, speaking from a consumer perspective, I would think you're, like, fucking, like, you're shady. Like, if you don't tell me, like, just fucking tell me how much it's going to cost me. Why are you telling me you're so persistent that I have to schedule a consultation for me to know how much it's going to cost?
So I was always weird about that because the way I've structured it, all 4 of my guys have a different price point. So, and
that's bad. I think that's bad for business, no?
You would think so, but like the way I'm trying to build it is everyone's kind of their own profile within the company. It's like the SE sort of style where they have
like the SE
tiers
too, but I don't like. I would never want my if I was a multi, I don't want my guys feeling like shit. Like, all right, you're not as good as this guy over there. Like, that shit. Like, if I was working for you, I would need to be up there with you because I would.
Well, you have the content though.
Paid, like,
so here's the deal. Oh. People come and like 90% of the people see all of my shit and they want to book me. And so I have to put myself higher than the other guys. Otherwise, they're not going to get booked. Period.
That's fine. Like, for example, for SCE, I could get Jason. He could charge more because he is like a quote unquote profile DJ.
They're not like stupid, ridiculously in price. It's like a few $100s between the two of them. And it's mostly because these 2 guys are relatively new. This guy's been around a while. This guy's got a shitload of videos. Like, this guy has none. I got to give options to be able to, because like the way I see it is, if I'm a client coming and I'm looking at this roster of DJs, who am I going to book? And whoever has the most reviews, the most content is who I'm going to book. So I put those guys at a higher price point.
Yeah, but I think that's hindering your. I mean, I guess I'm speaking from like an employee perspective. Like, for example, if I was working for SCE, I need to be charging top tier price. You're not putting me down with like the cheaper guys. It's a bad look for like the other guys, because it's like, oh, this guy's not as good as this guy. I think it's just like, you're all in, we're all this price.
Well, it's clear on our marketing that like the way I persuade it, because people are always like, why is this person? I'm like, it's purely based on the demand. This person gets more demand than that person.
But you can do like loopholes. Like, for example, for me, like I have a 6 month. Like, if their wedding is like within 6 months, I'm gonna hook these people up because it's very unlikely that I'm gonna fill that date. So like, if their wedding is like a couple days away, fuck, like throw out the window.
$300.
Give you a best fucking deal, no problem. Like, I'll fucking do this thing because it's I'd rather work than not work.
Right.
So there's ways around it, or like you have like. I've seen some guys do like, you don't know who your DJ is gonna be, but it's a really good deal kind of thing. That's like another.
That's
one.
Him. I don't do that.
But the thing is,
that's a good one. But I would never do like, this DJ is better than that one kind of thing.
Right. Well, the thing is let's say we charge $2,000, right? Just for sake of numbers, it doesn't matter. So we charge $2,000 for this package, our most book package. All right. Well, if I get a brand new DJ that's never DJed in their life, they go through our training course and we've deemed them as good as we need to have them to go out on their own. We're charging $2,000 for them to go out. They're not $1,800 for a year and then they're $2,000. Fuck that. It's across the fucking board. And I don't want to lessen the price for a newbie, whatever you call, someone who's new. I would charge the same amount for them as I would for literally me. It doesn't matter. Well, I won't do the wedding myself, but you get the idea. The vets, the new guys, all the same price. That is another reason we don't tell. That's another reason we don't post biographies. That's another reason we don't tell people who their DJ is unless they request it. We by default choose their DJ.
That's a whole nother level.
That's
like,
a whole this is a whole nother level.
Well,
there.
we tell them like
some people
if you have if you have a preference, let us know, and if they're available, that's fine. But we're gonna pair you with the DJ that's best for you. Otherwise, it's just words. It just means fuck off unless you know who you want. Which they never. It's very rare for them to request a specific DJ.
Really?
Because we have pushed Dawook events from day one. That was the idea, not
That's the
Erik
WWE
Massengale.
mindset.
Well, but it's just we never pushed Erik Massengale. You know what I mean? I made sure I was not the face from day one.
Yes.
You know, so that we could do this.
Yes.
And that
Agreed.
Some people and Jason Janite, trust me, they're doing a lot more money wise than we are.
Yeah.
But one day, you know, I would imagine it would not be good for SCE if Jason Janite literally retired. And I could be wrong, but I would imagine it would put some kind of hindrance on the entire company.
I think so too, because you know I say this all the time. If I were to become a multi-op, it would not be the bar entertainment anymore, because everybody's gonna want bar. You know,
right?
You gotta,
right.
And
but also, Jason
I feel
Janite
like the
has some
talent is like-
superstar ass DJs.
That's what I was
Nick
about to
Spinelli
say.
is literally like pushing famous among the community. You know.
Well, and you're just talking the community. In the local scene, a lot of his guys are like well known.
Right. So it is.
Right, but
That's kind of where I'm going with my. I want all my guys to be individual to some degree, like have their own brand.
I think
Well, I don't ever want to get strong armed either. Let's say I've got a DJ on 45 events or 45 weddings, and he just starts bombing gigs, or I just in general don't like him for some reason all of a sudden, and I want to fire him. Well, I don't want him to be locked into 45 gigs for my company in the future. I'm like, you're fucking fired, bye, and then switch it, and it doesn't matter. I'm not you. No one has my balls in a vice grip.
Yeah, that's the thing. You want to be able to keep that machine going, you know, just like fucking, you know, if you need to churn guys, you need to fucking, all right, one guy and another guy.
Everyone keeps saying Jason's DJs are like awesome, and yes, we're
But
just using him as an example because
awesome. What I'm saying is like
he's just the easy example because people know their company. You know, you're definitely right. You're definitely right.
I don't know. That's the route I'm going. It's working so far.
Yeah, it doesn't not work.
Bro,
But
if I come work for you, you fucking
you would be right up
you need
there.
to be charging top dollar. It's just such a bad look. I feel like.
No, if you come into my company with an image like you have already, you would be
I'm
top dollar.
Shallow, bro. I'm like, bro, you're not gonna put me in the fucking discount.
he's just
you
putting
know?
Bar out there for $300.
See, the
no
thing-
matter what, he's like, this is fucking
Well,
loser.
so it's the conversation like with the new guy I just brought in. We always have the conversation around if I put you at the top dollar price point, you're not going to get booked.
Bro, but
over
I guess
the
my
other
thing is, I'm
guys. I'm trying to
say is,
give
like,
them the option to basically get to that point. Like ideally, all of them are going to get to the point where they are very similar to my price point.
So there's different ways, or like you could do that without blatantly saying this guy is more expensive than that guy. So you can do something like, okay, this guy has a minimum. Like he's so heavily sought after that he only goes out for like the big package, the luxury package. He won't go out and do just the speaker package.
Not the diamond package.
So there's like other ways around it.
Yeah, there is.
Like saying like, all right, this guy's $1,000, that guy's $2,000 just because he has 2 reviews more than this guy. You know.
It's more their profiles. Like if they want to view the DJ, like my 2 bottom guys have literally like 0 videos of them ever doing a wedding ever. But
if you work them into the company, it's like, all right, the company tells you, like, for example, for Eric's is like a perfect example because it's like, listen, we as a company know he's ready to do your wedding. We're not going to send somebody who's not ready to do your wedding.
Oh yeah.
That's why everybody's the same price. You know, it's like everybody is like legit. Everybody's certified. We know, we trust our product so much that no matter who we put, they're going to fucking crush your wedding kind of thing.
Fuck yeah, I'm right.
I don't know, man. I guess speaking from an employee perspective, I wouldn't want to be, compared to the other guys in the same organization. Forgive me while I make some coffee.
I don't know. I don't think they're.
What's the next question?
To each their own.
To each their own.